What's up, y'all? This is Rom Wills coming back at you with another car video. Wipe all this off. Just coming off of it. Every man needs to spend at least one day in the shadow world. And, forgive me if I take some time to breathe and stuff. Getting back into those hard workouts. Working out at home is one thing. Working out in the gym is something else. And this is just the first of my tour days. Plus, you got better scenery here. Damn, look at those youngins. I might be cutting this off in a second. Psych. Anyway, right? So, yeah. You know what inspired the Shadow World conversation to get into that, right? Because on my video yesterday, somebody said something, and I could tell I hadn't seen that particular avatar on my page before, right? Commenting. And, the person mentioned something about the real red pill, and they spoke in such a way which suggested that, oh yeah, I had some good stuff, but it wasn't at the real red pill level, and that's how the comment came across. And I just told the person, hey, do a search through my archives on the sexual shadow world. And let me be clear, this is kind of a public service announcement right now. What people call the red pill, what they consider to be red pill, was shit I picked up when I was before my 10th birthday in 1974. Ain't no changes out there. When you talk about a woman's nature, that shit ain't changed in a millennium. They just hide shit better. And the only difference between now and then, we can see stuff better overall on social media. But even with everything that y'all see or anybody sees, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Because when you talk about the shadow world, gee, that make a lot of red pill stuff seem like kindergarten stuff. If anybody who's actually been in the shadow, truly been in it, and it's deeper than going to some sex parties or something. Hold up, let me start my car. Oh, it's way deeper than some sex parties because, on some level, a woman can express her sexual nature at some of these sex parties, but a lot of that's still surface level, to be honest. That's still surface level. I mean, to be honest with you, a woman could, or a man could technically go to one of these sex parties and stuff, technically, engage, do all the crazy stuff, and it's still in that shadow world. Because it's bigger than a secret. It's bigger. It really gets down to a woman's nature. And even for the surface stuff that people see with women, you don't know the whole picture. You don't see it. They don't show it. Right? And the only way to really know it, people can't tell you about it. Everybody uses that term, the red pill, but remember what Morpheus said to Neo about the Matrix. He said, I can't really tell you about the Matrix. I have to show it to you. You have to experience it. Right? Something like that, right? And yeah, people can get some basic information with red pill. And let me be clear, I ain't putting it down. It's a good start. But until you fully experience it, when I say experience, actually right there, actually have sex with them, actually see fully past the mask, not speculate past the mask, but see a woman's true face, her true sexual face. That's shadow world. That's the real thing, and it's all the way around us, right? Like I said, sex parties and a lot of them, be honest with you, a lot of women who engage in those type of parties and stuff, a whole lot of them give you a strong indication on the surface what they about. So it's not that big a secret. Really ain't. They'll tell you. In fact, they'll tell you straight up. Shit, you got women on IG and everything. Shit, they advertise what they do. So that's not really the shadow. Or if you know what symbols to look for in a woman, like if they wearing certain collars or if they in certain subcultures like the Queen of Spades, they telling you what they do. That's not a shadow. A shadow is when you see their true being. Men can marry a woman and not see her true self. He can be married to a woman for years and not see her true self. You know, and she could even tell you she's happy and everything, but for whatever reason she suppresses it. But the person that she might cheat with, which she can get away with, she'll see that. I mean, she'll show him that, and he'll see it. He'll know it. You know. And the thing is, if a man, and I'm gonna tell you what, it was funny, because honestly, I don't discuss a lot of stuff, even though I've talked a lot about the shadow world publicly. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of information I don't. For everything I say on these public videos, I always get deep at another level. Now, some people might think that's Patreon. I get a little bit deeper. And then on my Connect Pal, I get a little bit more deeper. And then on the webinars that are on my Connect Pal, get still a little deeper. But the deepest I'll get is if I'm standing in front of you and I can like do a read on you to see if you can handle the information. Because one time, like we were doing like a private webinar. I had cousin T Talk. He did a few for me, and got on the subject of the shadow world. And I remember the comment he made. He said it would blow most men's minds if they could spend one day in the shadow world. And that's the truth. Seriously, that's the truth. That's the truth, because it's totally, even from what I say publicly and then whatever some other people try to add, that's still just the surface. That's still just the surface. Because I'm gonna tell you what, the reality of the shadow world will fuck up the heads of even people who call themselves red pill. In fact, a lot of red pill stuff will keep them out of the shadow world firmly. And just to be clear, women control the entrance to it, but a man, if he's smart, once he's in there, he has ultimate control. I'll let y'all think about that. People who know might know what I'm talking about. He has control. That's the best way to actually control a woman if you get there. Honestly. Because when she's at her true nature, then you know how to work it. You know how to work it to your advantage. Boom. But that's one thing. And I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, I wonder if we could figure out a way to do it. But then there's one little slight problem. Actually, it's a major problem. A dude actually getting in. Now, here's a funny thing. Even though women open the door for the shadow world, ultimately to get in is totally dependent on the man. And it's not about a choice. That's how deep it is. It's a psychological key a man has to have. Like, he can actually unlock the door if he has his key, but let's just say it's extremely hard for the average man to develop. And just to give you a clue, it's not his body, believe it or not. It's not his body. That helps you get you there, but ultimately, the ultimate key is extremely deep. But if somebody could solve that key, I've literally got somebody started on that key, and they actually went from strongly non-select to extremely non-select to extremely select. So, but, and actually I give the keys, and the whole set of my videos actually give you the key. It's something that very few people actually pick up on. They don't look at the big picture. And that's all I'll say for now, right? But, you know, it'd be something. Seriously, I think every man needs to experience that. They need to experience that, because then they see everything totally different. You look at everything totally different. You know? Like, I'll give you an example. If you've been in the shadow world, you see even public events. Like, there was, like, the big thing now is Dr. Dre's divorce. And then there was that issue with Boris Kojo and his wife. But somebody in the shadow world saw it totally different. Let's just say there's some stuff that's not been made public that is playing a part. And I'll leave it at that, because Rom don't need to be contacted by major attorneys. And I'll put it, that's how deep it is. So, but there's always something, because there's always secrets. There's always more going on than people see on the surface. And even that still the surf. That's the upper edges of it. You start diving deeper and deeper. What you see, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna tell you what too. To even deal with it, a man gotta have a certain mental strength, because I'll just say it will fuck with a lot of his beliefs. Seriously, it will fuck with a lot of man's beliefs. But if you can really experience it and survive it, it's power beyond belief. It's knowledge beyond belief. I mean, it gives you whatever you need. Yeah, I mean, if you have any type of business or something that deals with women, you become I say at least 6 figures, or at least very comfortable, and shoot, you get pussy lined up. So it's like, it's powerful. It's powerful. I don't know, but like I said, I kind of give clues all the time. But you gotta look at all of them. Don't look at just one particular video. You gotta look at the big picture and say, well, what's wrong doing? Some people, well, 1 or 2 people actually pick up on it, but they already in the shadow world. So, anyway, right? That's all I got for now, y'all. I'm up here sweating and stuff. I'm gonna tell you what. This don't have nothing to do with shadow world or anything. Like going walking or lifting at home, that's one thing, but it's a totally different vibe at a gym. It's a totally different vibe. It's more intense, because like I could like walk in hot weather layered and not really break a sweat, believe it or not. Yeah, I know, huh? But going to the gym or something, shoot, just a little bit of a curl, that's all I need. Yeah. Just got a sign from the ancestors. Anyway, y'all, that's all we got for today. Y'all have a good day. Peace and blessings.